Okay, I'm starting the stream. And then... Okay.
Oh, hello.
And if we get somebody in here, we can ask, hey, how is the sound sounding? How does the sound sound? Does it sound?
We post a link. Link me do.
So this window goes over here, and this window goes over here, and this window goes over here, and this goes over here, and then the last thing that I need is the actual game.
Arguably the most important part.
Okay. This game is a work of fiction. Do, 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 do. Ah, there's. All right, here we go. Okay. Still think I kind of need to change this a bit.
You do not have any audio coming from the game.
No audio from the game. Okay, that will fix, but just not right now.
Sorry, I don't, but the stream does.
Okay.
Because you have not shared your screen with me.
That's right. And you're going to press.
Professionals here, guys.
Absolutely.
We know exactly what we're doing.
That's a lie. I don't know anything I'm doing, honestly. Okay.
Not just in Twitch either.
Okay, so I want to show off something a little bit cool. So
Alright.
I have fiddled a little bit with my mouth movements, and I think that they are a little bit better now. Hopefully. The other thing I did is, okay, so this is my regular face, and then here's my happy face, of course. And then for the sad face, previously I had taken away my like little star sparkles in my eyes for the sad face because I didn't think it looked right. It was too happy. But leaving it blank just looked kind of dull. So now, let's see here. Okay, so now, if I press, see I got a little teardrop shine in my eyes, which is sad. And then for angry, I've got little lightning bolts. Anyway, and then I was kind of pondering making, I need to add like a surprised face and a surprised face and... Oh, I was going to also try to get like a confused face. I think a surprised and a confused face would be good. Anyway, I hope that the mouth flaps work better today than they have been. All right.
I always hope my mouth flaps are going to work better than they do.
All right, so.
Life with the stutter.
So here we go.
Let's go. Oh, Lou is here. We can ask Lou about sound stuff.
Lou, how does everybody sound? Lou, how do we sound?
I'm a little quiet, but you can hear me, okay? I shall enunciate.
Okay. Right, stretching my fingers. I did do a little bit of practice, just a smidge.
What? What did you do to practice?
I did practice mode.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Because I didn't actually beat the game yet last time, right?
Right, you're on the very last attack.
Okay. Here we go.
CJ, what are we doing here?
Okay, that's a good question. So this is the final boss, and we are fighting them. She is a being of purified hate, and she knows that she can't beat us because we have the special can't be beaten potion, and we're just fighting her because she's like, well, you made it all the way here, we might as well fight about it. And right now I'm dodging some polka dots. There are red ones and purple ones, and later there will be blue ones. And I'm not very good at dodging the blue ones. Or rather, I'm good at dodging the blue ones, but dodging the blue ones usually makes me run straight right into the red ones.
It would be so funny. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, it would be so funny if you cleared this on your first try and that's just the end of the stream. Like, the first 5 minutes, you've done it.
Well, that wouldn't be the end of the stream, because if I did beat it, we would do something like start another character or play Nasty Rat.
Oh boy, Nasty Rat's Twitch debut. There may be people watching who don't know what Nasty Rat is.
Okay, so Nasty Rat is the game that we made. Well, BB made it, and me and other people just gave terrible suggestions.
I made it all to instruction. No matter what that instruction was, I followed my orders.
But you see, it's really quite an epic game. It is about, so the story is that there was once a kingdom, and there are three kingdoms really together. The kingdom of the horses, and the kingdom of the foxes, and the kingdom of the rats. And the rats would eat the horses' oats, which upset the horses. And the horses would stomp their feet and they'd step on the foxes' tails, which upset the foxes. And then the foxes would eat the rats, which obviously upset the rats. But other than that, they got along mostly, except one day the foxes went to the horses and they were like, yo, you gotta stop stepping on our tails. And if you stop, like, let's team up, because then we can eat all of the rats and they won't eat your oats. And the horses were like, okay, that sounds like a pretty good deal. But little did they know that the foxes tricked them, okay? And they didn't just team up, but the evil fox sorceress merged her soul with the horse king and became the evil force, the evil fox horse. And the evil force took over both the kingdom of the foxes and the kingdom of the horses. And it turned all of the foxes and horses into little pellets that it could shoot for power. So the evil force ruled over the land and subjugated all of the people, and the rats especially. And the rats didn't know what to do, but there was a prophecy. The princess rat knew the prophecy, and the prophecy was that someday a rat would come and be nasty enough to dance upon the force's back and reunite all three kingdoms, and that would separate the force and it would bring peace back to all of the kingdoms. But so far there has not been a rat nasty enough to do it, and so it is the day of the trial of the 69th of the nasty rats to groove forth and try to dance upon the back of the force. But the force is going to shoot all of its pellets of doom at that nasty rat. Can it do it? Can it save the world? and marry the rat princess and get cash money.
Wow. Holy crap! I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, I mean that's the game we made. It's pretty
Yeah,
epic.
It sounds similar to the game we made. Are you able to read chat at the moment?
Once I die, I can glance over there.
Okay. 'Cause I can read it to you if you prefer. People be saying things.
They're saying that our game is amazing.
Yes. I mean, people in the chat are the people who made it, so they would say that, but
Where did that one come from? I don't even know what I died from there.
bullet. HTH. Pretty good.
Here come the blue ones to mess me all up. And I agree, the people who developed Nasty Rat, absolutely fabulous people. Very smart, very sexy.
I wish I could meet them. Get them to sign my rat. Okay, so there's one question that remains, CJ.
Mm-hmm.
What's the cylinder about?
The cylinder?
The cylinder. The Nasty Rat cylinder. What's the deal with the cylinder?
That's the giant weapon that the Force uses to subjugate all of Fox and Horsekind.
Damn them.
Because I mean, the fox sorceress that merged with the Horse King to become the Force. They had to, originally like the horses were like, foxes betrayed us because now they've merged together, and so they knew that they had to like subjugate the peoples. So they created the cylinder, and that's what turns the fox and horse citizens into the little pellets that get shot around by the Force. It's a weapon of super destruction.
I thought it was just a groovy rat cylinder, but now I know the truth. It's not groovy at all. It's still pretty groovy.
I'll be honest, I wasn't there when the cylinder was put in the game, so I'm not really sure. I came in late to the development party.
I don't think it makes much difference whether you were there at the time or not. We just kind of did the cylinder. You are going to have to play this on stream now so that people don't think we're crazy talking about cylinders.
Well, see, I came up with the story about the backstory for Nasty Rat because I was thinking it would be really fun to make like a mock video game manual, like old video games where like there was all this detailed story, but it's not in the game, it's just in the manual. And like do some like weird watercolor paintings for it or something. But then I never got around to doing that.
I would love that. That would be fantastic.
But you know what I mean by that? Like,
yeah, absolutely. The one that comes to mind is the manual for Metal Gear on the NES, where when they localized it, Konami just completely made a load of shit up. Like, legit, they didn't translate the story at all. They just made it up. And, like, did it in like a comedic, cartoonish way, so the villain of the piece is now Vernon Katafi. And, like, the game does not reflect that in any way, shape, or form. It's great.
here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna do one of these thingies.
Uh-huh. You only have one.
I only have one. But hopefully that's gonna give us a little bit of space. And then we can kind of groove. No, it didn't.
You got very close to the next phase there. Like 2 or 3 seconds would have done it. I don't remember if I told you this, but regardless if I've told you or not, do you know about death bombing?
Death bombing? No, I do not.
Yes. In the first 0.1 of a second after you get hit, if you use a bomb, it'll override with getting hit, and you'll use the bomb and survive the hit.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's a really narrow window, so you've got to be ready to hit the bomb. Like, you've got to be prepared for it. Should say calling it death bombing is like the gamer term, the arcade term, but in Touhou it's known as the border between life and death.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
One of Reimu's abilities, aside from having a smaller hitbox than the other characters, is she has an extended barrier between life and death, so hers is actually 0.3 seconds. And you would think the difference between 0.1 and 0.3 seconds is nothing, but it really makes a big difference.
Okay.
Release a printable net
Here it comes.
BB cube on my NeoCities.
Hmm.
I don't have the file. CJ would need to send it to me.
Oh, the BB cube? Yeah, I'll get you the BB cube.
Thank you. I love being a cube.
I'm glad, because it's one of the few things that I can make. I do want to play
What
around
else could I have been?
more with PicoCAD. So I mean, I can try to make you a different low poly thing, but I wouldn't know how to like texturize it very well. The cube works really well because you just slap the texture on it, right? And I think I you gave me your opinion on whether it should be like repeating or flipped or something. I don't know if I mean, I could try to make like whatever kind of ship that's a picture of. But it would just be a very low poly version of whatever kind of ship it is. So it'd be more like a triangle V.
Okay. They may have already ripped it. Like, you've already accessed a rip of the actual model somewhere. BB, you need to make an Ace Combat game, but you're a rat flying around. Okay. You saw the quality of Nasty Rat. We need to slow the roll a little bit. I'm not quite at Ace Combat levels yet.
Well, you're working on Princess Maker next.
Yes. Well, Princess Maker's already a thing.
Yes, but you're working on
Princess
your Princess Maker. Princess Catcher?
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Like gotcha games. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Princess Roulette.
Yeah. Good.
Princess Trading Card Game.
Oh, you had it there for a second. Something clicked there. You had it. I don't know if you know you had it, but you did.
I was doing better, and then I didn't.
Yeah. I can tell you what you were doing differently if you like.
I was moving kind of in a box.
Okay. The result of that, whether it was intentional or not, was that you were taking the blue circles one wave at a time rather than trying to dodge both at the same time.
Okay.
Which is viable. It makes it so that you're doing less damage to her overall, but survivability is more important than doing damage. Like, it doesn't matter how much damage you're doing if you die. There you go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I got scared.
No.
I got scared.
Yeah, no, that's what bombs are for. The only wasted bomb is the one you didn't use. Yeah!
Oh man! Man, and I just got to that next caboodle.
Yep, the next phase, and she got you.
Okay.
But hey, you got there. That was very well done. I saw the change happen in like how you were approaching it, and it worked. So what you want to do when the next phase comes is try to get to the center of the screen as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The center bottom. Don't know how much of the next phase you saw to be able to figure out.
It was a big old firework.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba.
How are you enjoying Touhou, CJ?
I like it. I think it's not something I would be able to play all the time because I probably just need a better like setup, chair, computer thing. Playing too long is not good for my wrists.
Yeah.
And again, that's probably something that like a better chair and game setup might help with, but I think that if I were someone who played this a lot, I would need to be careful with that.
Yeah. But you're enjoying it? You like
Yeah,
the
it's
gameplay
pretty.
of it?
It's pretty. You got to get in the zone. I like this version where I can just keep restarting and restarting. I don't know if I would like it as much in the other versions where like you die.
Yeah.
Just because I think that that would be really frustrating. Especially when you do things like that and you just explode.
Have to pick out another game in the series that might, like one of the easier ones that maybe you could ease into you a bit better.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind playing another game. I just want to make sure it's something that I actually have fun with and I don't get too stressed out. Because it's okay to get a little stressed out at a game, but...
Yeah.
I do think that the next game I want to try to play on stream is going to be Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if anyone would be interested in watching that, but it is a game I want to play, and I think it would be... That was dumb. A pretty easy one to just play when I wanted to. And then... You know. Although Pasky says I need to work on talking while I play games, because I'm not always that good at that.
Was something that took a while for me to learn too, and now you can't shut me up. Even on your stream, if you're not talking, I will be. Blah 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 blah.
Well, see, that's I really appreciate you and Midgie helping me, because like it is easier to talk on a stream if there's like at least one other person there, you know? Oh boy, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No!
Bro, you lasted for so long.
I'm so sad. The whole time I'm like,
yeah, sometimes you forget to breathe.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. I just worry that I'm never going to do that good again, and then...
Nah. Moments like that are your brain sort of getting it before you realize you've got it. Because you were just doing it. You were doing the Touhou. You did it. You did the Touhou. You Touhou'd all up the place.
It is like
Touhou in your pants.
It is like I said, like the blue ones, like they have a pattern, and so they're not that bad, but then in dodging the blue ones, you also have to dodge the other ones, and that's where it gets really scary.
Yeah.
Oh no, Twitch is freezing. Tell Twitch to stop.
It's been working okay for me.
Well, tell Twitch to stop bullying Lou. Stop giving Lou the cold shoulder.
Close the stream. Ban CJ from Twitch. The campaign starts here. This is my channel now.
No!
This is my channel, and you're all gonna watch me play Fire Emblem forever.
Man, Fire Emblem's one that I could not get into because, like, it has the permadeath thing, right? And I just don't think I could do it.
It's optional now. Since 3DS, you can choose whether permadeath is a thing or not.
But, like, Fire Emblem's just a tactics game, right?
Yeah.
Tactics games aren't that bad. I've played a tactics or two.
There is something very compelling about moving a load of little guys around on a big chessboard and making them smack each other with axes. Kind of funny that I am big time super into Fire Emblem and big time super into Touhou, and like I don't know that they could be more opposite. I'm sorry, I've done nothing but play Fire Emblem for 3 days. We're playing Three Houses again, waiting for Fortune's Weave, which is out in like 4 weeks, 3 weeks? Not soon enough. However long as it is too far away. Yeah, Miji gets it.
So, like...
The thing I like about FE...
Oh. No, continue, BB.
I was just going to read Miji's comment out.
Yeah.
Because yeah. The thing I like about FE is that all the little guys are legit characters with backstories and personalities, and you can make them into couples. And yeah, like... my first one was Fire Emblem 7, which is the first one released in the US, and well, in the West generally, on the Game Boy Advance. And like, I would have characters from the start of the game that were kind of shit, but I used them anyway because I loved them. And even when I got replacements that were more powerful in every single way, I still put them on the bench because I don't know who you are. And that's why that game was so hard.
So, when you had asked about favorite Fire Emblem characters, and I have no idea, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this is a lot of characters. This is a lot of characters to have to like care about in a game. But okay, a lot of characters. And then reading, I don't know, it just made me think of, so for a while I played this game Rune Factory Frontier, and I really loved the style of it, and I loved the music, and I loved the gameplay, except that like it was this very, very specific, like there was no hints as to what days were what people would be doing on each day. Like, unless you had a guide or something, like I don't know how you would do it naturally. And it was so hard, and I never got very far. I just couldn't get very far. And that's like, when I look at Fire Emblem, I kind of feel like I'm looking at that game because the aesthetics are the same, and I'm kind of like, oh, this is a game that like has a bunch of people, and I'm sure it's really interesting, but there's like, I won't be able to get to everything.
Right. So I was going to catch up on the chat before I respond to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Elliot's talking about like there's many ways you can set up before the battle even starts. You can like move your units around and give them different equipment and different abilities. Like, you get to pick all of that stuff, and it's just, I don't know, it's like organizing your stuff, you know. And then at the end of it, you've got, rather than having a clean desk at the end of it, you have a fully equipped and ready to roll army who's going to go kill a load of guys. There's a satisfaction to it, I think. Even before the fight starts.
It just seems like a lot of pressure.
all optional though. Like the game has defaults and you can set automated stuff and like you know it works well enough that if you don't want to bother with all the social stuff or the min-maxing and the really nitty-gritty stuff, you don't need to.
Okay, good. When I was looking through all the people, I picked Annabelle. But there was also this one guy that looked like he likes to nap, and that was like the personality that the wiki wrote about. And I'm like, yeah, that dude.
Linhart. Linhart's great.
He knows what's up. I like the guy that likes to nap.
Yeah. He's lovely. We love Linhart in this house.
All right, we're gonna do it, y'all.
Yep, this is the one. I meant this one. This one's the one.
Do 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 da 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 do.
My favourite Fire Emblem Three Houses character is Ferdinand von Ayer, because when you click on your guys to move them out in the battle, they'll say little lines like, you know, "I'm ready" or "Let's go, I'm going to join the fight," things like that. And Ferdy just goes, "I am Ferdinand von Ayer." That's it. But he just introduces himself every time you go to use it. It's great. It's very charming, and I fell in love with him.
Oh, so it's like in Mario Kart with the "Hi, I'm Daisy."
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Daisy. Every time you honk the horn.
Every time you change the character, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because that one's double dash, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. When you swap over to it, it goes, "Hi, I'm Daisy."
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Who are you talking to, man?
I liked double dash. Bring back double dash as an option.
I only ever played it one time. I came to it after having played Mario Kart Wii, and just, you know, Mario Kart games, there's not really any point playing one that isn't the newest one, right? So it just kind of, there wasn't much point to me playing it, so I didn't get much out of it. But I did get Hi, I'm Daisy out of it.
Granted, I liked Double Dash. I liked Baby Park. Everybody else seemed to hate Baby Park, but I loved Baby Park.
Yeah, Baby Park is great because it's just pure chaos.
Yeah, I know, because it's by the end of it, you've got like shells going everywhere.
Yeah. And because it's so short, you can lap people, so you don't even know who's ahead of you and who's behind you. There's just people everywhere, and it's just...
Because, yeah, the track is short, but, like, you have to do, more laps than usual. I think you have to do, like, 9 laps.
Yeah.
It's great. I like Baby Park. We have Mario Kart World, but I haven't really played very much of it. I do like the other costumes you can get, but... I don't know. It feels weird. It feels weird.
Yeah, that's a maybe someday game for me, I think. Like we have Mario Kart, what is it, 8 Deluxe on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't really need another one on the Switch. We've got that. That's enough Mario Kart to last for the rest of your life. There's like a million tracks in it already.
Yeah, we only got the Mario Kart World because it came with our Switch too.
Yeah. I do like the open world idea. I feel like it's a bit underbaked that they didn't really do anything with it, from what I can tell.
It is, because I feel like Diddy Kong Racing had that kind of open world thing, but it had a storyline to it, and I don't feel like there's a story to Mario Kart World.
Right.
They could have used like
Diddy
a
Kong
big
Racing
villain.
was so good. I love Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing was great.
It's really strange that they haven't done another one in that style ever since. I guess they don't want to use the rare characters, which is fine, but like just swap them out for Koopa Troopa and the Kremlings or whatever. Yeah, sorry, let's catch up on the chat. Yes, Elliot, it does. It kind of plays differently. There's like between tracks, you have to drive to the next track, and that's also part of the race. So it's like it's all on a big open world, and the tracks are part of the world, and there's roads connecting them. And like that's a really cool idea, but the roads between are just kind of one big long straight with nothing on it. And I don't know.
Yeah, and there are things hidden on the pathways, like to other races, and there are like little mini challenges in there, and it's all great. But like I said, like it needs something like Diddy Kong had, where there's like an overarching story or plot that you can, that gives you a goal for that in between stuff.
Yeah.
Aw, bye, Lou. I'll try to post the VOD much quicker than I have been. But the thing is, I'm not very good at doing things on time.
This is rude, so I don't mean it, but I'm going to say it because it'll be funny for the bit. You mean like dodging bullets?
Oh!
That's rude though, so I didn't say that, but I just said it for the bit. I said it for the bit. Love you.
I get it. Okay. Locked in. Locked in here. Locked in. Where did... I was locked in, but then that one had a lockpick.
Oh. Very good.
I'm like getting to a point where I'm like, I'm gonna have to use a bomb. I'm gonna have to use a bomb when I get into a panic mode. But then I'm not gonna have a bomb for the last part. And I'm gonna need a bomb for the last part.
Necessarily, you might get to the last part and feel like, actually, I can do this. Bomb is only wasted if you don't use it, CJ.
Alright. Locked in. Locked out.
Timing was flawless, well done.
Also, we have Pokopia, but I have not played it at all yet.
Oh, you gotta get into Pokopia. I haven't played it, it's not my kind of game, but like...
It's very
I
cute.
Watch Midgie play it for hours.
And I know that there's some cool stuff going on in Dreamlight Valley, but like I also have not played that recently either.
Didn't they just announce an underwater world in Dreamlight Valley?
Yes.
That's funny. I wonder. I wonder. Was that already the plan, or did they see Pokopia and be like,
Something tells me that was probably already the plan. I mean, they've had Ariel for a long time, and they probably want to add Finding Nemo in there. Get that Nemo.
Nemo Bucks?
Yeah, Nemo Bucks. let's see, what other Disney things are underwater? We got Merlin. He can go underwater and sing the song. Stop and go, yes and no. That's what makes the world go round. What other underwater characters in Disney? Put on the angry face.
Look at that one second. Becky, come on.
I did really good. Sorry.
Sorry, I wasn't watching because I was reading about Hans from Frozen because I remembered his downfall was he drowned. I was going to suggest he could be an underwater character, but apparently he doesn't drown. He just gets knocked into the water. And
yeah.
Then he's pulled out and arrested. That's too bad. That would have been a really funny joke if it had been true.
I guess you could put Elsa's horse down there.
Elsa's horse?
Elsa's horse. You know, the water horse.
Oh, okay. I don't remember a horse drowning. That's dark. Oh yeah, I guess Artex, come on!
No!
Sorry. Man, that's a good movie. I gotta watch that movie again.
It is a good movie, and so earlier, or was it late last year, I rented the audiobook at my library, and it's a really good book. Like, it's just well done and interesting and like pretty deep.
Uh-huh.
I am going to murder this game.
Okay. You're going very far off to the side when the blue wave happens, and I understand why you're doing that, and it's not a bad thing to go off to the side, but you're going a little bit too deep.
Okay.
You don't need to go so deep so fast. It's okay to work your way up to it. The wiki page for Hans is huge.
A lot of Hans heads. Hans Fawns.
Boo.
Okay, other underwater Disney things.
So I have to share this from the Hans page. It's in the trivia section, and fan wiki trivia sections are just wonderful.
Oh yeah.
People they just make shit up, and it's like, this could be true. We don't know. He shares his name with Hans Christian Andersen, though it is unknown if he was based upon him. There is another man with the name Hans.
Well,
That's the fact.
Admittedly, Hans Christian Andersen, wasn't he the one that wrote the Snow Queen that Frozen is tentatively based on?
Is that right? Okay. Well then, I guess that's a little bit more relevant.
No, was it Hans Christian Andersen, or was it like someone else that wrote that? Now I'm second guessing my storybook knowledge. Who was the one that wrote The Little Mermaid?
No idea.
Okay. I died because I was looking at chat because Elliot has vindicated me. So
Vindication.
so it was worth it.
Yeah. What was your excuse for that one?
Okay, so there's... I don't even know why I was going to talk about that. I was thinking... I was here thinking about underwater Disney films, and then I started thinking about Hans Christian Andersen, and then I was going to be like... Does anyone remember when Disney made a live-action Nutcracker sequel called Nutcracker: The Four Realms? And I was so excited for it, and I went to see it in theaters, and it just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Me being the one, like, person who's really into the Nutcracker and thinks that there could have been a lot of possibility for that, and I feel like it was kind of squandered. And also, nobody remembers it except for me. But it did end with this, like, really cool, like, the credits. They had this, like, awesome ballet scene. I think ballet dancing is super cool.
Alright. Well, that's all new to me, so... Sorry I can't help you there.
Alright, you all. Well, listen. Disney made a movie called Nutcracker: The Four Realms, and it's a tentative sequel to The Nutcracker, which, as far as I know, Disney has not made its own version of. And I believe it had Morgan Freeman playing Drosselmeyer, and who is the kid who... kid. It's an adult man. Who was the man that played... the good stormtrooper in the new Star Wars trilogy?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. Don't remember his name.
So that guy, he was the Nutcracker. And I'll... Anyway, yeah, it's great.
John Boyega.
Yeah, him. He was the Nutcracker in this movie. Do you want me to, like, not spoil this movie for you? Because I'll spoil this movie that you have never heard of for you to talk about it. But I don't want to spoil it for you, even though, like, the twist you see coming, like, pretty easily.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it is literally impossible for you to spoil this movie for anyone.
Okay. So, anybody watching on a VOD, I'm gonna spoil this movie. So, the Sugar Plum Fairy is the villain. She is turning the toy soldiers into a mindless army, weapon of mass destruction, zombifying them. Because she is jealous that So in this one, the girl, we find out that the girl's mom came to the Nutcracker realms, the toy realms, before her, and I guess the Sugar Plum Fairy was upset that the girl's mom, Clara's mom, never came back, and it's like a dejected toy kind of thing. Even though Sugar Plum Fairy is a fairy made out of candy, technically from the Kingdom of Sweets, not the Kingdom of Toys. Let's not get into that. Yeah.
No, I think we should. I think we should get into that.
Okay, so in the Nutcracker, there is a Kingdom of Toys, and then there's also a Kingdom of Sweets, a Kingdom of Flowers, and a Kingdom of Snowflakes. That's the 4 realms. And that is from the original Nutcracker. You all do know, like, the traditional Nutcracker story, right?
All I know is the one Plinky Plonky song that you hear at Christmas a lot.
Okay.
That's literally it, all I know about it.
Okay, so...
Sorry.
Listen, I'm going to play Touhou, and I'm going to tell you about the Nutcracker in the middle of August, okay? So, the story, the Nutcracker...
You don't get this anywhere else. This is the only Twitch stream that will give you this content.
The story of the Nutcracker is Clara... So Drosselmeyer brings Clara the Nutcracker, and Clara's brother breaks it. And then Clara gets up in the middle of the night.
Like a nutcracker is in a tool that cracks nuts, right?
Yes. It's a little toy soldier that is a nutcracker. And Clara's brother breaks it, and she, like, puts a little bandage on it, and then she wakes up in the middle of the night, and the 10 soldiers that her brother got for Christmas, and the Nutcracker is leading them, and they're fighting the Rat King. And Clara throws her shoe at the Rat King and defeats him, and then she gets a fever, so she starts having, like... So everybody's like, Clara, you've got a fever, and you're just hallucinating things. But then Drosselmeyer comes and reads a book to her in bed because she is, or tells her a story in bed because she's sick, because she has a fever. And he tells her the story about the origin of the Rat King. And the origin of that is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna not remember all the details here. I'm not going to remember all the details here, because it's a thing about how, like, the Rat Queen, like, she would eat some of the king's food, and then one day the king, like the human king's food, and then the king got mad and set out traps and killed her family, except for her, like, one son. And so then she put a curse on the king's daughter, the princess, and basically turned the princess into kind of a nutcracker, like made her head really big, and made her really ugly. And so the king put out this thing that if somebody could cure the princess, they could marry her. So
that's your decision to make, mister.
So Drosselmeyer goes to his, like, uncle, cousin, nephew. It's, you know, it's a story. So we don't really get into the details of how they're related, but some sort of relative of his. And says, hey, you've been around the world. Maybe you can cure the princess. I was doing really good there.
Keep talking about the nutcracker. It's working.
They find out that to cure the princess, you just have to, there's this, like, nut that is impossible to crack, and she needs to eat the nut, but it has to be, okay, you have to find the nut, and then it's like the crack-a-tooth nut or something like that, and you have to find it, and then you have to crack the nut with your teeth, turn around 3 times, and throw it over your shoulder backwards, and then she will eat it, and then that cures the curse. And so the Nutcracker. So Drosselmeyer's nephew finds the nut, and he comes back and he does the ritual where he has to like bite it with his teeth to open it, and no one else can do it because his nephew has like the best teeth. I swear this is part of the story. And turns around like 3 times to present it to her, but the Rat Queen is so upset that the curse is going to be broken that what she does is she scurries behind him and he trips, and so he falls, and so the princess is cured, but he turns into the Nutcracker. So that is how he became the Nutcracker, and that is why the Rat Queen's son, who is now the Rat King, hates him very much. And that's why they're fighting. Anyway, at some point, Clara falls asleep, and then the Nutcracker comes and is like, "Thank you so much for saving me. We're going to go to this magical realm." So they go to the magical realm. They like ride on a seahorse carriage. It's a little bit racist, you know, as things were in the time. So that gets left out of most modern retellings. And then oh gosh. And then finally they like meet the Sugar Plum Fairy, and
Stop
she's
getting distracted by Touhou and tell us the story.
They talk to the Sugar Plum Fairy, and the Sugar Plum Fairy's like, so they go through some like, it's kind of similar to Wizard of Oz, where it's like they go through the little lands and they talk to the people, and there's like a Christmas tree forest and a lake made of lemonade, and you know, and then the Sugar Plum Fairy's like, "Yeah, you did a great job," and the Nutcracker's like, "Thank you so much, and you broke my curse." And then she wakes up the next day, and then Drosselmeyer's like, "Hey, my nephew's come to visit," and it's the nephew, and he looks just like the Nutcracker, and then he and Clara fall in love. And that's kind of the story of the Nutcracker. And then they made a ballet about that, and then it became like a Christmas classic. And Disney made a sequel to the story of the Nutcracker, despite never making an original Nutcracker movie.
Okay, and I need to tell us about the sequel.
Okay, so in the sequel, they're at a party, and Drosselmeyer gives Clara a mechanical egg, and then somehow she goes back to the realms, and she's like, it's kind of grimdark, and they're like, "Oh no, Mother Ginger is taking over the place," and something's going on with the toy soldiers, and she has to go and find out what's going on. So she goes to Kingdom of Sweets to talk to Mother Ginger, and it turns out it's not Mother Ginger, and John Boyega is there as the Nutcracker, but he really doesn't do a whole lot, which is sad. And then find out that it was the Sugar Plum Fairy all along. Oh no! And I don't know, they save the day somehow. And then the credits roll, and during the credits there's this really cool like modern ballet adaptation. It's worth watching the credits, I'll tell you that.
Okay, it's not worth watching the movie?
Not really, which is why it's so disappointing to me, because I really think that they could have done a lot of cool stuff with like a grimdark live action sequel to the Nutcracker, and they didn't. Anyway, the best Nutcracker movie is The Nutcracker Prince, which is a Canadian cartoon. It's a really good retelling of the Nutcracker, and it's very pretty to look at. That's the best one. Now you know.
Right. Thank you, CJ. That was wonderful.
Sure.
I feel like I don't need to go and watch it now.
You should watch the credits. It just got some really good dancing in it. There is a scene in the movie also where there's a ballet dance that tells the story of the, like, they do like a mini recap in the form of a ballet within the movie about the ballet story. So that part's worth watching too.
Okay.
But man, if you just watch a couple clips from it, the aesthetic of it is so cool. It's really, really disappointing. And then it underperformed, and then Disney does not want to talk about it.
I think they've got a few of them, haven't they?
Hey,
they just won't talk about.
At work today, we were talking about Meet the Robinsons. Do you remember this movie?
Oh, vaguely. The name sounds... Is that the one... not like a road trip movie, is it?
Not really. It's a time travel movie.
Time travel. Hang on. I'm going to look it up, see if it's the thing I'm thinking of.
But I'll tell you, like, if you want to...
It is not. Okay.
Disney doesn't talk about that one. They don't want you to remember the Robinsons.
Nope, I don't know anything about this one at all. I don't recognize the characters or anything.
It's one of those ones that just kind of became obscure because Disney doesn't talk about it. Here's another one that Disney doesn't talk about. Back when... Okay. There was a time period where... This is my animation history hour. There's a time period where Disney's contract with Pixar was coming to an end. This was before they bought Pixar. And they were in talks to like redo this contract or to just buy Pixar, but Pixar wanted more money and Disney wanted to like play hardball. So they said, okay, we're going to show Pixar that we don't need them. We're going to make our own animation division or computer animation division. And they put out a couple computer animated movies that weren't necessarily good, but like the purpose of them was to like try to show Pixar that they could do it without them. It totally backfired because all of their computer animated movies of that time period, like they do not want people to remember them. Meet the Robinsons was one of those. I thought that Meet the Robinsons was actually pretty okay. No complaints there. But they made this one movie that was, you know how like you would make fun of DreamWorks for like Disney would have A Bug's Life and then they made Ants and Disney made Finding Nemo and they made Shark Tale. Well, Disney made their own rip-off DreamWorks movie. They decided they were going to rip off Madagascar and they made a movie called The Wild.
Never heard of it.
Of course you haven't. It's not very good and it is something that they very much wanted. They don't want people to remember this movie. But yeah, so the plot is that there are a bunch of zoo animals and like the baby lion is getting taken to another zoo and the dad lion doesn't want him to go, and so they hop onto the boat and now all of the zoo animals are in the wild.
Oh no.
They escape from New York City. It kind of reminds you of another movie.
Zootopia, yeah.
And the only thing I really remember about The Wild is that there is a scene that for the longest time I thought was a scene in Madagascar, but it is not a scene in Madagascar. It is a scene in The Wild, where a bunch of wildebeest sing and dance. And it's like a really wacky, goofy dance. I'm not going to beat this level. I'm like really feeling hopeless here.
there comes a time where if you feel like you're smashing your head against a brick wall, that you stop and you take a break for the day and you come back to it with fresh eyes. But no, let me watch you do this. Let me see if I can tell you anything. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try just going crazy. Okay, we're just gonna switch it up, go crazy.
Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. Man, that's crazy. Whoa, wow, whoa. 2005 called, they want you back in their animations because you're so crazy. If I may, you're even crazy. Jeez, spam hammers. Man, remember when all you had to do was say spam, cheese, and that was the joke, and it was great every time. And you did that little, like, the raised eyebrow face with the little O underscore big O.
Alexi still does that.
Yeah. Give her the times, Alexi.
Every time I see that face with the little O and the underscore and the big O, I think of Alexi. So I'm glad that she does it. Because that's like my Alexi thought machine. Okay, we're going to take a break because I'm really feeling stuck on this one. And I don't know why I'm feeling so stuck on this one, but I'm feeling stuck.
We should maybe do some off-stream coaching at some point in the week.
Maybe. And I'm still not very happy with my settings on my mouth flaps. I don't think it's quite right yet. I'll have to work on it. I feel like I overtalk or I undertalk. Hey, let's see here. Let's see what I can do.
What are we doing?
Let me see if I can find this scene in the wild and get copyright struck. Here we go.
Just so you know, Disney, I had nothing to do with this. It wasn't me. I tried to stop her.
Is this...
Hope everybody's enjoying the silence.
I'm just trying to figure out if this is actually the scene.
Okay.
So there I was.
I guess I'll entertain the crowd while you look up the thing.
Okay. Let's see.
No, never mind.
Oh, nope, that's not the right thing. We need to add...
Faded out for a second there. That
yeah.
was fun.
Fade in, fade out. Ah, I did it again.
I like it. I like fading in and out.
We are going to add a window capture. Is this what I'm thinking of? No, that's not what I'm thinking of. We need to find... Wow, this movie is not very nice looking.
Is it like sort of greasy looking computer graphics?
What a strange place for a party.
You know what I mean? Where it looks like there was Vaseline smeared over all the cameras.
I don't know if this is... It's a weird dance scene where they like do flips and stuff, and I'm not sure if this is it or not. because I remember like nothing about this movie other than the wildebeest doing flips. So let's. Okay. Let's see here.
Ooh, Anatolia.
Okay.
I'm looking at Fire Emblem stuff while you look at Nutcracker stuff.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's enjoying the stream.
Yeah, this is a great stream where we're going to quickly watch this clip. I'm going to put it here and pretend that I am prepared and set up for this. Here we go. Okay.
Wow. It's so professional.
What?
Like,
What a strange place for a party.
this is not pleasant to look at.
Yeah.
Very good. Very organized. Can I use your toilet? I'm having a...
That's fun.
Why don't you
There.
They're frighteningly horrible monster beasts.
Oh, wow. Oh, wacky sound effects and everything.
I'm so cuddly. I like you. Step, kick, pivot, kick. Walk, walk, walk. Oh no.
Patrick Warburton. Or just someone trying to do a Patrick Warburton. What is this? What happened now? What?
I don't know. I think this is just like a clip show of different times that the wildebeests are in the movie. So
Okay.
Step kick left. Step kick right.
Splendid. Oh, smashing.
Hey, stupendous! Are you guys sure about this?
Operation Sneakover is now complete.
Hey, look, everyone! I'm a secret agent! Hoochie coochie 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 coochie.
Bridget, I get it. You're more than just a tall, lanky goddess. You're a strong, independent female. You don't need to be defined by your relationship, and I respect that.
It's about time.
What was that?
Just your daily dose of vitamin Bridget, baby.
Oh, yeah,
Ugh.
do you see what I mean by Disney doesn't want you to remember this movie?
Yes! Did y'all see that? Check this!
Hey, well.
No parking on the
Oh,
dance
wow.
floor.
Okay.
Make some room there, big guy. Ooh, doo, cha cha. Really nice day. Really, really nice day. Ooh, yeah. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty wild.
Well,
Pretty
technically-
crazy. Pretty crazy. Crazy.
Anyway, there you go. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and go to while we're here. We're gonna look up the Nutcracker Four Realms.
Okay. Make sure you're not showing us stuff that you don't want us to see. Like your YouTube history.
Oh, here's the UK teaser trailer.
It's Christmas Eve. A time of mystery. Expectations. Who knows what might happen?
I know what's gonna happen because CJ told me.
time has come.
No.
Yeah.
Man, they really got Keira Knightley and Helen Mirren in this.
Uh-huh. Like, it was really something, and then they did nothing with it, so that was disappointing.
Owie zowie, okay.
Alright, I've got the power of the Nutcracker now, so I should be able to beat this thing, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you haven't already. Make it work, CJ.
Da 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 da.
Speaking of animated movies that no one's ever heard of, I know everyone has heard of The Brave Little Toaster, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows that movie. Not a kid's movie, by the way. That's a horrible, horrible movie for a child to watch. And it fucked me right up. Anyway, there were 2 sequels made to that movie.
Uh-huh, and one of them he goes to Mars.
Yeah. And those 2 movies I was obsessed with as a youngster.
I don't remember the one where he doesn't go to Mars. Like, I remember the first one, I remember the one where he goes to Mars. No idea what the other sequel was about.
I think the middle one is just kind of another retread. I think like the kid moves house again and the appliances follow him, which I think is just kind of plot of the first one again, but it's a lot less horrific.
So I have a theory that the reason that people my age have like a problem with like overconsumption and not getting rid of stuff, and hoarding became such a problem, is because like we grew up on things like The Brave Little Toaster and Toy Story, where like objects all had souls, and it messed with us. So now that's why we have trouble parting with things.
Yes, that makes sense.
Velveteen Rabbit, that can go in there too.
Touhou doesn't help with that. One of the characters is literally a lost umbrella who was forgotten on a subway train.
Is it like one of those Japanese like umbrella spirits that like hop around?
Yeah, she's one of them, but like a more modern version, I think. And yeah, she, that's such a well-known Japanese thing that in a world of like Touhou, where, I mean, you're fighting a Lunarian god right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like a living umbrella, it just ain't gonna impress anybody. And she gets really depressed about it because her whole thing is surprising people by being a living umbrella, but it was like, okay, you're a living umbrella, I fought God today, like, good for you. So she gets really sad.
Oh, no, I feel really sad. Okay, so tell me the story, the Touhou story about the 3 little girls that play the instruments. What's their deal?
Oh, okay. They are poltergeists that were brought into being by... they are sisters who play musical instruments. They are the Prism River sisters. And they were brought into being by the 4th sister, who was the only survivor of some incident which I don't quite remember. and her three sisters died, and she brought them back as poltergeists
Okay.
to play music for her. And then she died and left them sort of existing as the Prison River Sisters.
Okay. What about, I think her name's Flandare, the one with the Christmas light wings.
Yes, okay. Her sister Remilia is the vampire of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. She's older sister by 5 years. Remilia's 500 years old. Flandre is 495 years old. And it's sort of contentious because a lot of it is just like Remilia as the vampire has a certain image she needs to uphold as, you know, cruel and conniving and evil and villainous. So the story officially is that she locked her sister up in the basement because she was too powerful and she was worried that her sister might try and take over and go crazy and like usurp her. But it is hinted through, you know, dialogue and the actual events that it's not to subdue her, but rather to keep her safe, because Flandre has the ability to destroy anything, which, you know, kind of a dangerous ability for a young lady to have. So she keeps her safely in the basement so that she doesn't destroy the wrong thing and get herself hunted by vampire hunters.
Okay. What's with the Christmas lights for wings?
That's just how she looks.
Okay. So...
There's no story there. That's just how she is. That's how it be.
The... Patchouli... Her name's Patchouli. And she's the sleepy-looking one.
Yes.
And she's smart. She knows a lot of things, right?
She is the librarian of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, and she looks after the books and reads all the books.
Yeah.
So she's very magically gifted because she is a yokai magician.
I like her.
Yeah, she's great.
Gosh,
She has
dang
good
dang it.
interactions with. She has good interactions with Marissa, because Marissa also likes library books, but she likes to steal the library books and not return them. And so Patrick's always saying, "You got to give me my books back, man." And Marissa says, "Just take them back when I'm dead, because you're going to outlive me anyway." Which is true.
Try to think of other Touhous that I know that you
Go
could
ahead.
tell me about.
Will happily do so, probably for the rest of time.
Tell me about the centipede. You've told me about the centipede before, but there's a centipede.
Okay. Centipede, Himemushi. She likes to dig tunnel, and that's her life. She dig tunnel, and please don't stop her from digging tunnel, because she wants to dig tunnel. And all
Nice.
these people, they keep trying to talk to her and tell her, "You should dig over here, and you should do this, and you should stop digging the tunnel." And she's like, "I just want to dig a tunnel, man. Let me dig a tunnel."
I like her.
Yeah.
Okay, what other Touhous do I know?
Centipedes, of course, are incredibly powerful creatures that are capable of killing dragons. But she just wants to dig tunnel.
Yeah. Are there any dragon Touhous?
None officially. There is the Hakare god is said to be a dragon, but no one knows. And there is a dragon turtle, but she's more turtle than dragon.
So other than, like, she steals things, I don't really know anything about Marissa. Is there anything else to know other than she steals things?
She is very gifted magically. her whole thing is that she's a normal human. Like, she's always described as incredibly normal or extremely normal or depressingly normal. Just, you know, she is. There's no magical, in her blood, or she's not a magical creature. She's just a completely normal human girl who taught herself how to do magic and did so with such thorough skill and grit and determination that she is able to go toe-to-toe with actual magical creatures and do their magic at them. So she's actually a very hard worker, but like that kind of comes with a sense of, well, now I deserve to steal your shit because I worked hard for it.
No! No! I was so close.
Marissa gets contrasted with Reimu, who is the Hakare Shrine Maiden, who, as the Shrine Maiden, has many gifts bestowed upon her and is kind of lazy because of it. Like, she doesn't need to try because she's, you know, she's guaranteed to win anyway. So, like, Marissa is just the opposite of that. She worked really hard to earn what gifts she has. And they get a lot of play off against each other. It's great.
So, Marissa...
Says it's past 9.
Yes, Marissa and Reimu, right?
Reimu?
Yeah, Reimu. They're the main girls, and then in this one there's a bunny rabbit girl. She's the one that made the potion that means we can't die.
She is a servant of the person who made it.
Okay. And she's a Lunarian.
Yes, Moon Rabbit.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna feel so bad if, like, I spent this whole stream and can't do one pattern. Like,
this one is tough. Like, it's the final one. It's got to be tough. And don't forget you have bombs. Well, you have bomb.
I'm just worried that if I use bomb, I'll die at the next stage.
Yes, but also you'll get to the next stage and can see what it's like.
I just wish it didn't take so long to get to the part where I die.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, I've gotten good at the red and the purple, so, like, I wish I could just kind of speed past those.
Yeah. I feel that for sure.
Oh my goodness. Alright. We're gonna give it 3 more tries. And if I can't do it in 3 more tries, then we're gonna call it, and we're gonna say we learned a lot.
Yep. I learned about all sorts of movies that I had no idea existed, so worthwhile stream for me. They had a good time talking about the Nutcracker, says Elliot.
Yeah, it's like when I tell you guys about Wizard of Oz.
I saw, was it Oz the Great and Powerful?
I don't talk
Recent
about that
one
movie.
With Zach Braff as the rabbit, well, the monkey. No, he's a monkey, not a rabbit.
So I have a rule. I might have mentioned this before. I have a rule where I try not to criticize any media that I haven't watched. So like,
Okay.
you know, like, even if it looks like shit, if I haven't seen it, the only thing I can say is that it looks like shit. I can't say it definitively. It is shit because I have not seen it. It's just a general rule in my life. That is my one exception. I will never watch The Oz, the Great and Powerful. I know it's shit. I will hate it forever. It's a bad movie. I don't care that I haven't seen it. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. Like I get it. I know that, because that one was a Disney movie too. And I know that, like, Disney was mad because it didn't have the rights to Wicked, and they wanted to get in on that Wicked cash. There was no need for them to make that movie. There are like 30 Oz books. They could have picked any of those to make it to a movie. No, they make them their own bullshit that is about the wizard. They don't even, oh my gosh. Not even canon to the wizard in any of the books. The wizard goes on adventures. At one point, the wizard has like a troop of like miniature green pigs that he keeps in his pocket that are trained. Like, you could, there's stuff you could do. You made this bullshit movie. That is nothing, just so you can have James Franco mug around. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. And also, I used a bomb and I didn't mean to. Oops. We're gonna redo this one. Also, they filmed it in Michigan because Michigan gave them a bunch of tax breaks, and the small town that they filmed it in, they were like absolutely shit to that town. And like, you can hear horror stories from the people who like lived in that town when they came to work on filming it there. So
didn't know about that.
Don't give tax breaks to movie companies. Just don't do it. You don't need a movie to film in your town. Orion, if you mess me up. Alright, Orion says that I'm too bad at playing this game and I need to stop for the night.
Well, he's the boss.
Okay. We're gonna
Thanks
press
for streaming, CJ.
Thanks for being here with me, even though I did not win the game.
Okay.
Also, Wicked is also I have my problems with Wicked, but the music's really good. So, you know, I'll give them that. And at least Wicked played with characters that don't have any, like, they didn't really have any backstory in the books, other than obviously the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. Like, I don't know. It's different than the Wizard of Oz, Oz the Great and Powerful, because like the Wizard of Oz is just a silly old man. And he's in the other books, and he does other things, and he's just a silly old man. So, like, I don't know why James Franco.
I think sometimes about a long time ago, I think during COVID, I asked if anyone would want to do a podcast with me, and you had the idea of doing a Wizard of Oz podcast. I still think about that sometimes.
Yes, I still think about a Wizard of Oz podcast where I just recap the stories of all the Wizard of Oz. And I haven't read them all, but I've read quite a few of them, and I can recap the stories to you. And it could be called Off to See the Wizard. But then I would run out of books, and then it'd have to be an end of the podcast there.
We could watch Oz the Great and Powerful as the final episode.
I
Like
wouldn't.
a 10-hour screed of CJ just popping off.
It's just not. I'm not happy with that one.
Maybe let's table that idea.
Okay, so thanks everybody for coming and watching me fail. I really appreciate you. You're great. And eventually I'm going to win this game. I'm going to beat it eventually. All right, good
Maybe
night.
even next week.
Bye.
Bye.